all. How are you doing? What's going on? I am realizing this is all a little too far over there. So I'm just scooching stuff. What's everybody up to? What's going on? Hi, Pierre. How are you doing? Oops. I've got the sound on my own feed. There we go. Oh, uh-oh. I made apparently the mistake of opening the front door. Because it's nice outside. Poncho. If he does that very much, I'll go shut the door. It sounds like every dog's barking. What I'm going to do today, I'm going to do a study of this. I'm not going to do a complete, well, I say complete, oil pastel. What I want to do eventually is I want to do an oil painting of this. So I'm going to use the oil pastels to do a study. I've got my Paul Rubens, Mungio. I've got a few Pentel here. I don't think I'll even use the Pentel. I'm just going to go after it. And then I've got my Hayas over here. I'm not going to do it under anything. I'm just gonna do it. I should have picked out my colors. Laura, sorry. Hey, what are you doing? I'm doing great. How are you? Oh, that Poncho. He's kind of a nervous dog. I need to go outside with him. He has not been outside and really got to run and have dog ball in a while. I need to do that. I need to do it today. I love it when you use oil pastel. When I was a kid, my grandma had those in the house. And I felt so fancy when she let me use them. I'm sure it was no big deal to him. Probably. My grandmother had... I wasn't close to my grandmother. She had... whoops, I just dropped some paper towels. There he goes again. If I do shut the door, I definitely will have him out in the yard running before the day's over. I won't make him be restrained for too long. Okay, what I'm seeing, I'm just gonna go after it, y'all. You'll be driving soon, but you're listening. Lord Payne, hello. Hi, Horizon, how are you? Morning, Horizons. Aww. Eating, Poncho. I have no idea if this is going to turn out as per it should. Need a dark green, an army green. I'll save that for peachy orangey. Let's really go for orangey here. Kind of goes up into there. Oop, that same one's kind of over there. It's got more of a peach to it though, didn't it? Let's see, there's a red one over there. I'm doing this very different than I normally do. Intentionally. There's a little one right there. Little bitty one right there. Little one right there. I keep seeing long hose. I think that's, is that his? I know it's Wong, it's his first name. His work in oils. It's not in oil pastel. And I love it. It's like so expressive and just very yeah, just it looks awesome. And I've long enjoyed his work. Home. What is his name? Hey, how are you? I am Donkey. Sorry, I was seeing what y'all talking about. I need to pay less attention to that unless it's a question for me. It's Q-U-A-Q or G? Oh, I should know this because I love his work. He's done workshops for Portrait Society, and his wife does amazing work too. Anywho's it's I love their work, and I never work that way. I always work very systematically these days. That looks an awful lot like. That's not showing up much different. I guess it's more gray. I don't really want gray. This is going to be very, very, very loose. So before you come at me and say that doesn't look anything like it, or you need to have a XYZ there. No, I don't. There's a lily thing right here, but I'm not sure about. Come here, pointy tool. Just quick flip through the comments just to see. For one thing, my videos have been really long. And I need to do Skeeter. Welcome to Kansas. I need to do some shorter ones, and I need to do the study, so I'm looking for my white. I know I had the white over here. Let's go ahead. The first ones I found were these Holbein. I'll just go ahead and use the white in it. It's not white. It's that's more of a gray. I'll put the the white Paul Rubens over the top of it. Poncho has been by himself a lot here lately. I made a spot underneath the bed, or like we have our bed like in a corner, and then there's or at an angle, and then there's like a corner over here where it's open behind the bed, and so I put a blanket that he likes back there because he was crawling underneath the bed when it thundered, and I wanted him to be comfortable. And he's too comfortable. He goes back there all the time now. And actually this vase is red. I made it blue. Hey baby, what are you doing? No more barking at the door. Poncho's underneath me on the floor. Do you open? Oh. No. No. I had the sound turned off on my phone, but not on my iPad. Where is it? Okay, it looks like it's going to be red after all. These are flowers that my daughter's, one of my daughter's boyfriend sent her. It was a huge bouquet, and he sent it to her for Mother's Day. He's not the, well, you don't need to know all that. I start to give you too much information about my daughter. Oversharing. Who can compare? Who can relate? That's a pretty red on there. I certainly want. This is just for my own satisfaction there. The only reason I was out there talking about where they're currently living. And where they were. I am doing this really rough. I want to include these flowers over here too, but this bow is intimidating me. There's like a ribbon doohickey. I have no idea if this is even going to look like a quote-unquote finished piece or not. Because I'm just going after it. This paper is gessoed, by the way. It's got at least one layer on it. If not two. It's more of a greenish. This is more for my own benefit than really any type of lesson or... I'm going to try the Q-tip thing today too. I know a lot of people do that. I forgot to hit record again, but we won't. We'll pretend like I did, huh? It's not light enough. Push down too hard on your pastels and see what happens. Oh, okay. I'm still reading what they were. The reason I'm doing this, again, I have been really tight and doing like a underpainting with, starting with Pentel and doing things really tight. Not, I don't know, tight for me. And so I want to just play today and not worry quite so much about, I want to be looking and seeing how I should do the composition. And that's not dark enough green, so I have to fix that. The composition, where the light's coming from, all that kind of stuff. Her son has already texted me this morning. I don't know if they went for a drive or what they did, but he sent me like a ton of photos of like clouds and landscape. Some of them are pretty cool. I missed one of those in there. There's one right here. This is not going to be exact. It's not going to be photorealistic in the least. I'm just grabbing and going. That's not the shade I want either. How about you? Are you going to do it? Maybe. Am I talking to my pastels? Yes. Yes, I am. It just got really quiet, so I had to check the room, make sure I wasn't the only one in there. I really like these flowers. Her boyfriend and her youngest daughter conspired to do it, to order them. Which I thought was really sweet. I have awesome grandkids. I really do. I am going to get out my Sennelier, my Haya, and I'm looking, and go over this. It's kind of right in the middle, isn't it? I just want to have a little bit of fun. Nothing too. I get these I get a headache and a backache after I do these streams because I'm so tight in what I'm trying to do. So maybe just smacking some stuff down is a really good idea. Let's smack it down. Oh, I was going to go get some Q-tips. And play with that. I could clean this pastel after every time it's been contaminated, but I really just don't want to. It kind of looks rainbowish. It's Pride Month. Let's go for it. And I can always go over this with my softer ones. Remember, you want to work from lean to fat. You want it to be oilier toward the top. And the Paul Rubens and the Mungio are probably medium to soft. Let's see if I go over that. See. I'm just realizing I don't think that's her house. Maybe. Let's see. Let's see what that does. I know this is in a nice vase, excuse me, but the redness of it reminds me of the water glasses when I used to wait on tables. That red plastic. I know it's probably glass. Okay, let me go get some Q-tips, and I'll do it really fast. I got some of those little suckers. I haven't done a lot with the blending. I'm just checking stuff. Make sure everything's My husband sent me a message about mail. let him wait. I started using Google calendars yesterday, and I mean, I've used it in the past, but not for actual like planning, or you know, a writing group I'm in uses it to schedule streams and things, but I think I'm going to use it for content planning. And I know right now this looks like a hot mess. I'm okay with that. Let's get some of this down here. I don't want it to be... This is supposed to be a study for a painting, an oil painting. I'm looking for my dark green. That'll do it. I'll leave out that lily in there. The words of today, or the goal of today, is to just stay loose and let it come out. Get it on the paper. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just have fun. I know I'm going to have people say, what the heck is that? I like your other one better. Stick to oil painting. That's terrible. Oh, I don't want that there. Oh, well, I did want it down here. Anyway, I'm trying to get used to it. I don't know what I was thinking. I've been using a spreadsheet for my stats of the channel, keeping track of things. Oh, I know what it was. I got Nick Nimmin started a a new app, and it's all on like content planning and getting your thoughts down, planning what you're doing, and blah blah blah. It looks cool. It really does. But I just think at the point where I'm at, I don't need all the bells and whistles. I need to worry more about getting it done. Ooh, that's nasty. Reaching over here to get this palette knife. Scrape that off. Right there. I know all of it probably. You're probably saying, scratch it all off. Kind of like that. Anyway, I was using AI, and they were like, why don't you use Google Calendar? Took Google Chat GTP. Or, yeah. Ooh, I kind of like that. See that texture in there? This is about having fun, so I'm just going to keep going. But anyway, anywho's I've tried digital planning in the past and it hasn't worked for me. I've always gone back to paper. But I went and played with it last night. And I was just like, oh, this is too easy. I think I've just been overcomplicating things. That was my stomach. People that know me are probably saying, you overthinking? How can that possibly be? Trick is going to be to keep it from becoming mud. I like those marks. They show life. They don't look like cookie cutter. should have brought my list of ideas in here so I could go over it with some of the regulars to see if they had any ideas or if I'm on the right track. I guess we'll see. The great thing about scraping that off is it gives you kind of a cleaner palette to lay down color. I didn't get that side very well. Need to. These are kind of like fern leaves. You know, those ones they always put in bouquets. That's much more interesting. People in the live that know me well in here are probably concerned. At what I'm making. Ooh, there we go. Still two. I got it like, there we go. Who knows, I may wind up just taking this and ripping it up. Although they say to not ever get rid of your work. To always keep it, because you look back on it with more mature eyes, and that's terrible. My eyes right now are saying I have cataracts because this is not defined at all. I'm usually not a big fan of using Q-tips because they're icky. That's a technical term. They're icky. That's not the right color. Too much green right here. Where's my palette knife? Don't you see something outside? Oh, the reason I got off talking about Google Calendar is I sent a link to my husband so he would know on a daily basis what was going on. Because he remembers things about as well as I do. That is really interesting in there. Interesting is good. Like a deep dark green. What am I going to do with this? Orangey, what? Like a warm. See, part of that red should probably reflect down here. I'm not even bothering to clean these before I Lay them down. Yeah, I see that's too warm. I'll tone it back. This is really giving me the feeling of kid with a cartoon, or kid with a crayon. I'm trying to peel this off here. Come on, baby. No, it's not cooperating. Somebody was here for the first time. This is not usual content. It's usually much more controlled work. I'll put it that way. Ooh, good shadow. Yellow. Doesn't lighten it too much, does it? Remember, this is just a study for a painting, an oil painting. Just FYI, it's not a detailed finished work. Before anybody comes at me. shadows look pretty cool right through here. I think I'm gonna get out the highs next. Get out the really soft ones. How thick that lays down. My mom used to have some yellow roses that had like pink at the tip. That's what that reminds me of. Hiya. Here comes the hiya. Wow, it's noon already. Come to think of it, I can't even believe it's Friday. Okay, let's start getting some. I'm not going to spend a whole lot much more time on this. This was just a quick that just lays right on top of there. But that's too, I think this is too bright. I need something a little muted. I wonder how this would go. That's almost too, that's even brighter, isn't it? It's looking very Monet-ish to me, or Manet. Let's see, yellow, purple. I need purple, a very light lavender. Where are you? This is a light lavender gray. Let's see what it does. Okay. Let's go with that. Some people might say that's mud. Let's see what happens when we I'm gonna give off kind of a soft slate gray, grayish, greenish. Again, I usually I don't use that like a Q-tip on things. I think it's the feel of it. I just don't like the feel. It feels kind of gross to me. Yeah, that's kind of a nice soft green. Very muted in contrast to the bright colors above. I've got some scraping in here. I've got some just laying down color. I've got some whatever that is. That looks nice. Okay, this line where that ribbon is, I think is too straight. I'm going to knock that one part of the edge off. Okay, now I need some red. I want some really bright orangey red. It's not doing a lot, is it? Maybe it is. It looks brighter on camera than it does. This up here was more of a pinkish, so I'm going to keep it with the My stomach is telling me I need to take a break real quick. I like how you can change the direction of the marks. I'm looking at the camera while I'm doing that. I want that red to be subtle in the cast shadow. That's better. I think I'm going to step away for a moment and I will be back. I'll turn the music up. Hello, I'm back. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. John's Art Material Guidelines. Do you have a YouTube channel? It's just a graphic I made on Canva. I think I even did it on the free version. And then I'm using Streamlabs. And I put it in there and I can click it on and off as an image. I can put anything on the screen that I want to. This is very different than what I usually aim to do. So oh, cool. Very cool. Yeah, it's just I went in Canva and got a I think it was a YouTube thumbnail size. And there's, if you just put in be right back sign or be back in a minute, or there's all different ones you can edit. On the freebie, I had the paid version this month. But at the time I had the free version. Every so often, I bet this, yeah, they do this for everybody. Every so often they'll offer me it for like 3 months for $7 a month to get me sucked in. And it works. I have to check out your channel. Thank you for mentioning that. I'm looking for my pencil. Where's my pencil? I got my pencil. Now I don't find any, ironically, any paper. Oh, John's Art Material Guides, Tutorials, and Reviews. John's Art Materials. Art Material Guides. Tutorials and Reviews. Okay. Yeah, this one is, this oil pastel is just a real quickie. I'm probably going to be off of here by 1. I want to keep it short. It's just a quick study. I prefer working in oil paint, and I would like to do these in oil. I still need to figure out a setup where I can work on my easel. I know I have a clamp arm that's bendable. 1820. Long title. Please do X. Yeah, it's that looks very blue in there, doesn't it? And this should come over here. If I were to be tempting to get it even relatively close to the photo, which we know I'm not. I love these Haya. I bet that's really fun doing art product reviews. I used to do that. I used to be on the Altered Book Society board back in the day, and we had a newsletter, and I did reviews in the newsletter, and I would get all this stuff in the mail that yeah, I could try out. And so yeah, I bet that's fun. What do you do with your excess though? That's my concern doing anything much like that is I'll have all this stuff. I was asked to review the Craft Geek easel. Yeah, I was too. I think I was slow on the trigger because I've since seen other people review it, and I never got one. They sent me an email saying, do you want to do this? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do that. Maybe they saw my channel and thought, nah, she's not our people. Oh, what is his name? There's an artist I follow, Rafi Perez, that's on here. Rafi and Clee. He did a review on it. And I think Frugal Crafter did one too. It looks really neat. It really looks like it could be useful. The only one I have is like a metal one, for like a portable one like that. I mean, I have a pochette box and I have French easel and, you know, but yeah, and yeah, they just never answered. They never replied. I don't know if they sent out like a mass and it was like they were overwhelmed with people. That's what I'm telling myself. Yeah, I would, yeah. Maybe I need to tag them in this and say, hey, what's the problem? But that would be kind of rude of me. It does look really, really nice. We were talking about doing plein air a lot on Monday or Wednesday. Today's Friday. Because some of the others have done it a lot. I did it with oil pastel. I've done it. But yeah, that looked like something that would work really well. That's cool you got one though. I have to watch. Have you done your review on it yet? If so, I'll have to go watch it. I'll go over and sub to your channel as soon as I'm done with this study. This in here doesn't have much direction. Yeah, and I'm in Kansas, and it's really beautiful here right now. The weather's great. Not at night. At night it's been storming, but during the day it's been good. Is this your first time here? The reason I ask is because I would do more plein air, but I have this dog that is neurotic. And I don't say that lightly. He's very nervous. And I don't know that he would let me. I've tried it in the past, just even like in the car, and he's been a handful. Oh, cool. Oh, awesome. I'll have to check it out. Yeah. That would be fun. I would love to do something like that. I'm not sure what to do about this dog. I just, ooh, that's black. Oh well, let's put some black in there. Give it some contrast. There's a skeeter. I don't think I got him. Something has been eating me alive at night. And I haven't caught any. I keep thinking I feel him, you know what I mean? Ghost mosquitoes. I don't know what that little thing is right there. careful, I don't scrape a hole in the darn stuff. Well, I would, but what he does is he sits there and whines and tries to crawl down by my feet if I'm in the car, or like the gas pedals. He's in a car seat, a dog harness, when we're driving somewhere for safety. But he won't just sit there. He gets down. Yeah, he gets nervous, he gets scared. One time, I didn't used to put him in a car restraint thing. He would sit on the console and be fine. And I had the radio on one day, and there was thunder on the... Oh! I don't know why I was thinking the dog. There you go. Yeah, I'll put him in there somewhere. But there was thunder on the radio, and it freaked him out. And he tried to get down by my feet in the busiest section in a nearby town. And sorry, I talk about my dog a lot. He's just, I don't know. He's my dog. He's my doggy dog. What's that TikTok say? Can I pet your dog? Can I pet your dog? Alright, I'm getting to... Look at that. I grabbed blue and didn't even pay attention. I'm getting too worried about things on here, and it was just supposed to be a really loose, fast one. Where's my... I don't like the labeling on Haya. It's just hard to see, and then there's ones that are just so close together. It's just not working. He's a pretty special dog. It's a pain in the butt, but he's a special dog. I don't like how this ribbon is looking. It makes no sense. It's just a green blob. I think if I could get that situated and some of this. Needs to be some. Thanks, you too. I'll go check your channel out. I'm gonna put a leaf here just cause for one, there's one on the original. I think I need to quit. Just stop and let it go. Let it go. Yeah, this just, yeah, it's not doing it for me, but like I said, it's a study. It's not a finished piece, so I'm gonna cut myself some grace. What time is it? I'll give myself till 1 max. Let's get this ribbon figured out. Okay, there's one right there. And it goes back there, and this is all dark. And it goes over there. And then there's a little one right here, a loop. A loop in here. And this is all dark. And then there's the one coming down here. The one. Maybe I should use black on that. To make it make sense. That makes a little more. Honestly, I think I should stop. Now the ribbon makes a lot more sense now. Now what about this rose? I don't know why, but I always wind up scratching stuff off. I like that texture, those lines that come up. There we go. I know that's really bright, but that could be a flower underneath there. I'm just going to go through and scratch and then call it. That came out nice right there. Let me do this. I'm not getting white on there. And I know part of it's because it's getting dirty. There. This one up here, it almost glows. And I don't capture that in the, I don't think I'll be able to. Just taking a photo to see if there's anything I need to change before 1 o'clock. Oh yeah. Yes. It's not very accurate. I'm just gonna plop it in there. See, this has like an orangey in it, and it's just really, it's like a, it almost looks like fire inside there. I know that's very muted. I'm just very lightly putting this on there. Giving a little depth in there. about you all, but I don't think it looks too terrible. I am starting to get to where the surface is saturated with oil. With the oil pastel. So I need to make sure whatever I'm doing just kind of lays on top. Got about 5 minutes. That's what I'm giving myself anyway. This up here has a lot of dark. That area. I'm putting these up as I'm using them. Ooh, that's a pretty yellow. Maybe I can get that down there. There we go. Ooh. Make sure I get my palette cleaned off well, my palette knife. It needs some more depth, I think, in here and in here. To just not be shy with that. here there's some darks. It is 1 o'clock. I don't know what I'm doing over here. Oh, that's leaves. Let me fix that. Ish. Yeah, just yeah, I said I'd be done. Okay. Again, this was just a quick study. Nothing. Ooh, ah. She says she continues to make changes. I need to bring this forward a little bit. That would do it. I had gloves on. I still managed to get. Okay, I'm gonna call that good, and well, not good, but I'm gonna call it finished. A finished study or unfinished study, a work in progress, a study. This one I did not do, obviously, in a sketchbook. looks better just getting it out of that. That'll come off. Okay, I'm gonna call that good for the day. It's not great. I have a canvas chosen for a larger one that I want to do in oil paint. I have one on my easel I need to do. John, you've done it before, I bet. I haven't looked at your channel, but do you have problems when you do things vertical? You know, your work is vertical, and then, you know, like the camera's over here, that getting the angle of the work right and being able to work on it comfortably, because that's my issue right now. I have a large piece over here. I guess I just need to record it, then I can always chop out stuff. But I didn't know if, because I think that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, is filming that. I am trying to reach monetization. I'm, oh, I'd have to pull it up. I'm roughly 500 away from getting it, and I should be able to do it this month. So if you can help me out with that, if you want to, that would be amazing, because I really need to get this channel monetized and able to make some money off my time here. Because if you've ever done videos, you know it takes quite a bit of time to do all the necessary, even the lives. You're still dealing with different aspects. Ooh, yeah. But anywho's it's and what's it's. Yeah, I'm at like 4. Oh, let me look, because I have it on my computer. I have a spreadsheet. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? YouTube stats. Here we go. I am 531 away from the official count of being monetized. Like I said, I should be able to do it this month, because I usually get around 550, 600 just on my regular schedule. So I'm hoping if I do some extra things. Anywho's it. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I don't know what I did with the... Oh well, I'll find it later. I can't find the little square doohickey that this came in. That's because it's in there. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm working on doing some different content. That's one thing I need to do this afternoon. That's one reason I wanted to do just a study, was because I need to write up some things that are more tutorial based, and how to and why you and when you do this type of things. But that would be awesome. I appreciate any feedback I can get. I've been watching Nick Nimmin on Saturday mornings. I sub to his doohickey and I listen to him. I take his advice. He did a channel review like a long time ago, and I put everything in action. But yeah, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. You all are amazing. To say that you matter to me is a huge understatement. I hope you all have a wonderful day and stay safe.